Sweden's decline as a great European power began in the early 18th century and was largely the result of military overreach, economic strain, and shifting geopolitical dynamics. During the 17th century, Sweden rose to prominence, establishing a vast empire around the Baltic Sea through a series of successful wars and territorial expansions. Under King Gustavus Adolphus and his successors, Sweden controlled much of present-day Finland, the Baltic states, and parts of northern Germany. However, maintaining these territories stretched Sweden's relatively small population and resources thin, setting the stage for eventual decline. The pivotal moment in Sweden's fall came with the Great Northern War, 1700 to 1721. Led by King Charles XII, Sweden found itself at war with a coalition of powerful neighbors, including Russia, Poland, and Denmark-Norway, who sought to curb Swedish influence. Charles XI's campaigns were initially successful but became increasingly disastrous as the war dragged on. His ambitious invasion of Russia culminated in the devastating defeat at the Battle of Poltava in 1709, a blow from which Sweden could not recover. The Great Northern War ended with the Treaty of Nystad in 1721, resulting in Sweden's loss of significant territories, most notably to Russia, which emerged as the new dominant power in the Baltic. The economic strain of constant warfare also contributed to Sweden's decline. Funding prolonged military campaigns drained the country's finances, weakened its economy, and led to widespread social discontent. With a small population and limited agricultural and industrial base, Sweden struggled to compete with larger European powers. Following the war, Sweden adopted a policy of neutrality, focusing on rebuilding domestically rather than seeking renewed dominance. The Age of Liberty, 1718 to 1772, brought political reforms, economic improvements, and a period of peace, but Sweden's days as a European power were over. From this point on, Sweden turned inward, ultimately carving out a stable position as a neutral nation in European affairs, a role it would maintain into the modern era.